Hello, everyone. This is Princess Ariel M, and welcome. This is a little bit of a story time. I was live last night on TikTok around 10 p.m. So I was practicing my knitting. This is day 3 of me learning to knit. I am a left handed crochet and left handed knitter. I am a beginner knitter. I have tried in the past to learn from right-handed videos with no success, but finally I saw a video that clicked in my head, and I actually was able to actually loop the first knitting tool. And I just can tell you I'm so excited. You know, I've been crocheting over the years and lots of projects that you guys have seen, and this is nothing new, but I wanted to just kind of share with you my journey and where I'm at with, just learning to knit. And I just wanted to say that it feels so awkward. It feels so awkward holding two, tools in my hand and trying to get the rhythm down of looping and unlooping, looping and unlooping, looping and unlooping, looping and unlooping, and just repetitious to the point where I'm just like, oh my God. So I feel like I'm doing well so far. There's a lot of holes in the project, but I just continue to practice. Whenever I get a chance, I just pick it up and just keep going row after row after row, and then expecting, as I go, am I getting more comfortable? Am I, feeling like I'm achieving? And I am. The knit for this type of the size of knitting needles that I have, it gives a pretty good, tight weave. They could probably be thinner to make a tighter weave, but this is just practice, and I just love it. Like, I just wanted to come on and share that with you guys. I had a lot of fun last night with the guys. That's Connor and some of the guys that we do the verses with. The 3 guys at the top, 2 guys in the corner. I didn't really know them, but I met them. They were really sweet. And Connor's just funny. Like, he's so silly, but we're all playing this, playing with the filters in the background. It's supposed to be like IE, makes you look like, a cartoon or whatever. In mine, I didn't like it because I thought it was going to make me look like Aunt Jemima. So they were cracking up because I kept saying, I'm not going to do that filter because I don't want to look like Aunt Jemima. But it ended up turning me into some kind of guy with a mustache. It was ugly, but you'll see it here in a minute. Just kind of keep watching my top box on the left. Connor is the bottom box on the right, and so he usually invites me into his matches, because sometimes a lot of people follow me, and he's all about, his games and stuff like that. So it's really cool, and I just continued to knit all throughout last night. Like, I just didn't stop knitting, trying to get more and more comfortable with, just the rhythm of it. But even the thread tension on the right hand side was kind of awkward for me, and I just kept like undoing and undoing. I still don't have the quite feel the way I want to hold the yarn on my right hand to keep it, tight or whatever. So I've just kind of been fisting it. It just looks weird, but I just kept going and going and going. And so later on, more people were coming into the chat, people that I know. Yaya, I think a couple of different people came in to talk. Empress came in. There's this guy that's named Sammy. He came, and we were all talking. Just a little bit of the political stuff, just because we're in a time where, a lot of laws are being made against the minority groups, like the transgender kids, and talking about the drag queen bills that are being passed all over the country that don't make any sense. And just trying to make sense of all of the things that are going on in the world. We have wars and rumors of wars and all kinds of things. So I was just kind of, having a moment, and, Empress was giving some feedback and stuff. And we ended up talking to a guy from, he was from Cameroon. and he was very much like trying to give his point of view on politics in America, but Empress shut that down real quick. She's like, "Yeah, we don't discuss that over here," even though we had just got through having kind of like I had a session, but they were just listening to me vent, and allowing me to say my piece as a part of the community of LGBTQ as a trans woman. Like it's just it's sad to see these kind of things happening, people losing their jobs and losing their freedoms and having to fight and go backwards to to me what it feels like going back to 1967 when black people weren't even allowed to marry outside of their race and couldn't drink out of the same water fountains. And the only reason I understand that is because I was born in 1968. So prior to that, and I think Martin Luther King died the year that I was born. So all of those things kind of are pivotal to me, like looking ahead, because I'm in my mid 50s and I have a birthday coming up in April, And so just kind of doing some self-reflection and just, trying to stay focused, like everything is